There is only a choice between reopening the post office and...
I'm the new postmaster. What are you doing?
Rescuing you.
With this one, myself and John came in. We'd not done a Pratchett before, and we just came with just wanting to be very true to Terry's work.
What was great about Going Postal was that the book was written before the credit crunch, yet it seemed to be all about the credit crunch. And, you know, to actually find a script, a story that was trying to find something beyond that, something that made, well, you know, life more worthwhile and more soulful.
Even dead, you are still the best postmaster we've ever had.
You start with somebody who is bad, doesn't even know they're bad, possibly, and sometimes does, but goes through this journey of pain to achieve some kind of grace.
So, spread the message far and wide. The post office is back in business!
And I think what's lovely about Terry's work is that it tries to find the soul in characters, where you have all these very ordinary people, individual people, who are trying to make their way through this kind of crazy world. And in the pursuit of that, you know, find something worthwhile and something beyond money.
I stood at the bottom of a hole 100 feet deep and pumped water into the city for 2 centuries. But now I walk in the sunlight, feel the wind on my face. This is better.
It's really daunting, to be honest, and to me, I think it was probably the most scary thing I've ever done because, you know, I hold Terry in such high regard and you just really want him to like it, so thrilled to bits that he does.
To have the post office in a story like this, where the post office kind of representing something so good. And I remember being very small and thinking the postman was the most wonderful thing as he brought these wonderful messages. And I don't know why, but no one ever seems to think about postmen in connection with bills particularly. They always kind of think about postmen as being like the good message. Anyway, I certainly did.
Casting is one of my favourite things. I think if you've got a good script and the right cast, it brings the whole thing to life. And myself and John, with Emma, the casting director, had long conversations about each part, and we wanted to be as faithful as possible to the characters that Terry's written because they are just brilliant characters.
How dare the gods work against me? I don't remember giving them permission.
And I think as the casting process went on, we had certain people in mind. With other parts, we were quite open-minded and just wanted to see what people could bring to that role. And in every single case, we knew the minute the actor walked in that they were the one we wanted.
Mr. Lipwig, you've had a most strenuous day, have you not?
Can't be as strenuous as signing death warrants. Joke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hadn't realized. Do tell me if you feel obliged to make another.
I mean, the whole creation of the Clack system was what it should be like and so on and so forth, and creating exactly how such a system would work and how it would send code. We actually built a full-size head and various little ones and so on and so forth, and our Clack system worked. And you can send pictures on it. It's not a myth. In a sense, the story brings the Clack system and the post office together as much as anything, rather than actually splitting them apart. They do different things.
Can you seal a Clacks with a loving kiss? Can you cry tears on a Clacks? Can you enclose a pressed flower?
New media, if you like, in Discworld can coexist with the old good stuff as well, which is what, you know, the story achieves.
Would you really have that when you can have this?
For me, one of the things before I did this was very much Terry Pratchett does sci-fi fantasy. I think the surprising thing about this piece is that you don't have to be a Discworld fan to enjoy it. You know, it will appeal to everyone for lots of different reasons, and it's a very emotional piece. It's humorous, it's sad, it makes you laugh, makes you want to cry, and I think just go into it with a very open mind and enjoy it.
I suppose you all think the sun shines out of Litvig's backside.
Going Postal is an entire world, and it's an entire world of this country now and Discworld over there, and it gives love and soul back.